I was gonna do this video with my uncle's National Guard hat on, and I have a Bible in my hand and all this other shit, but I couldn't find the National Guard hat, so it just loses all meaning without it. Because I wanted to purposely insult the troops to prove a point. And that point is, where does your allegiances lie? You have to ask yourself this question, because I know there's a Bible verse that says, man cannot serve two masters. Who is your master? When conservatives say that a private enterprise has every right to ban who they want, when they want, censor who they want, and basically treat their employees or even the people giving to them like shit, because when we make these videos, we're making YouTube revenue. Whether or not we put advertising in our videos, YouTube is making revenue based off our popularity. They are parasites. They are leeching off our view count. So essentially, YouTube wants its cake. It wants to bite the hand that feeds. Video makers make YouTube profit, and then they want to turn around and just slap us in the face. And the only reason we put up with it is because YouTube is a monopoly. So, until some other site, which probably would have to have money invested in order to make a site like YouTube, and that's assuming they won't be dicks about it either, because that's the thing, people with money have the power, and people with power can be dicks. That's why power should not be concentrated into the hands of a few, and that is why I'm a communist, because then everybody would have the power, because the means of production would be owned by all. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. What I'm saying is that where does your allegiances lie, especially to the right wing, because you claim that the feudal lords have the right to do this. Are you a Christian? Does your Bible say that any private industry has the right to abuse another human being? Would the laws of God permit such a thing? Now, mind you, some conservatives pick and choose which parts of the Bible they give. Like they said, Jesus said, leave what is unto Caesar unto Caesar. Well then, that's the state. Caesar was a state law. Do the laws of the land say that it is right to treat another human being this way? We have these things called amendments and civil liberties that the state recognizes, but that YouTube refuses to recognize. So does your allegiance belong to the state or to YouTube? Are you a terrorist? Are you a traitor? Are you seceding from the union? Because if you follow the rules of YouTube, or any private industry for that matter, you are in contradiction of what the state says is permissible for people to do. So, I'm asking you again, where does your alliances lie? Does it lie within the state? Does it lie within God? Does it lie within the troops? Does it lie within YouTube's terms of service? You need to ask yourself this question before you tell me how to act. Because I know where my allegiances lie, and it does not lie with anyone that would support banning another person, that would support censorship under any circumstances. So, that's what I'm trying to say here. And I wanted to do that by having a Bible in my hand, National Guard hat on, and everything, to insult all of you. To insult every single person I possibly could, to make you see that. To, you know, like, the troops, they're going out there killing people for our freedoms. What freedoms? What has the troops done for me lately? What is the troops killing some brown guy in hot pants in Afghanistan doing to protect me? My First Amendment is on constant jeopardy. Where are the troops then? Are the troops going to go and shoot the YouTube staff? No? Then they're not fucking defending me. They're defending the profits of rich oil companies and, you know, these international banks that want to just destroy all the people in that area so they can control the territory and so they can get rid of people that, you know, are not do not owe their allegiances to them. That's all it is. We know who the masters are of this world, and we're refusing to validate it. We're refusing to say that these international banking cartels want to rule this world. There are certain countries that want to rule this world. There are certain religious institutions that want to rule this world. Where do your allegiances lie, man? Where are you going to serve a God that respects you and that says that you have certain inalienable rights, or are you going to serve a God that doesn't? And if the God doesn't, then what right does he have to call himself a God? What right does anyone have to say they are a good government and that they are good rulers and kings and emperors if they refuse to validate the existence of their servants? if you are to serve someone, you should be getting something out of it, or else you are an animal. An animal has to scrounge the dirt and survive on the bare minimum and starve and take whatever he can get. And if you have to be an animal, then there is no reason whatsoever for you to bow before anybody. Worry about yourself. So that's another potential master, yourself. Your own needs. But if you serve your own needs, I guarantee you it'll be a lonely existence, and you'll probably die soon, because a lot of these masters will kill you. You will die. So you need, for your own protection, to be a slave, but you should know that you have a choice of who enslaves you. And that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to, say shit that I don't know particularly about. I don't know all the laws, especially in other countries. I don't know the culture or things like that. But I do know that you have to have a principle that you stand by, no matter what. There has to be something in your life that defines you. And you know what? Our military might be going out there killing people because they think it's a good idea, but they don't know what they stand for. They're nihilists. They just go out there to do it. And even our own government officials, they think they're doing a good thing, but they're either being lobbied to do that thing, or they're just blindsided by their own good intentions, and they don't think this through. They don't know where their allegiances lie. No one does. Everyone is in this chaotic state of confusion and just, empty thought, going in there haphazardly. You can't do that. So you need to know where your allegiances lie. You need to know what to you is worth living for. Not dying for, living for. It's easy to be a martyr, but I'm telling you that you need something where you will live for the rest of your life with it. You will live for the rest of your life with the good and the bad of that allegiance, and with the shame and with the guilt, and knowing that this might not be the best thing, but at least it's a good thing. At least it's your thing. That's what I'm trying to say.